Okay, so now let's find out the specific gravity that we have here. A little tight here on this table. What I'm going to do is turn on my scale, put the syringe on, and tare it. That's 0, so that means whatever it measures will be the actual weight of what's inside. We're going to come here and take 50 milliliters of this glaze that I just mixed. 50. Okay. Dry that off and weigh it. Okay, so that says 83. That means, so 166. So it's 1.66, the specific gravity. Hold on, let me just write that down, then I can explain why that's true. 1.66. Great. Now I'm going to write that in my notebook. So it says it on the tile, and it's going to say it in my notebook. So I have a couple of backups. Specific gravity, 1.66. So I know that if I mix this from scratch, a 10,000 gram batch with 7,000 grams of water, I'm going to get it to a specific gravity of 1.66. I think this glaze can go a little bit lower, just knowing this glaze, which I do. It likes to be a little bit thinner. So the reason it's 1.66 is that 50 milligrams of water, if this were water, it would weigh 50 milliliters of water would weigh 50 grams. And this weighs 82, which just changed the number, it just changed, but that weighs 80, oh, there it goes. It changed again, 83. Okay, whoops, maybe you can't see it. So it weighs 92? What the hell? Oh, it must be touching something. Okay. Okay, 83. So that's 50. So if I double that, that's 100. That would be 166. And 100, the way that you find the specific gravity is just you move the decimal point. So it's 1.66 is the specific gravity. And generally that's about what most of my glazes like to be, but not this one. This one is going to want to be a little bit lighter. Or thinner. So I'm gonna test this now that I have my measurements. That goes back in the bucket. And here we go. Back in the bucket. Laughter in the background. And I test that. This is my 1.66 specific gravity. And I'm going to just put a little bit of thin stuff there. I like to see it thin too. Okay, great. Okie dokie, so there we have that one. Now, I'm gonna see what if I go down to 1.5 specific gravity. So that means putting some amount, 50 milliliters, into, well, here we go. Here.
I'm eating, so I just want to connect with you.
Let me pause this, hold on a sec. All right, so let's do this. I weighed one of these syringes just in case I lose my tare, because that does happen, and I got 0.3 or 30 grams. Let's say 30 grams. T equals 30 grams. And I'm just writing it on there just in case I lose connection with the tare, because sometimes when you're weighing things it'll just kind of disappear. It's saying 29, but whatever. We're getting close. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is get 100 milliliters, 50. We're just going to play with 100. 50 and 100 milliliters. So putting 100 milliliters into a separate container. This is just my little experiment here. 100 milliliters. And what I want is to bring this, bring the weight of 50 milliliters down to 75, basically. It was at 80, can't remember what it was, 82 or 83. And I want to bring it down to 75, and I'm going to do that by adding water. So what I'll do is I'll start with 50 milliliters of water in my syringe. 50 milliliters of water, just so we have something to measure. Okay, get rid of most of that. There we go, down to there. And I'm gonna just add 10 milliliters at a time and test it. So here we go. I'm gonna go, maybe I should just add 5. Yeah, so I'll add 5 milliliters of water. Mix that up. I'll mix it with a brush. Mix that up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tear my container, what are these things called? It's not a graduated cylinder, it's a something else. Okay, so I've added now 5 milliliters of water, which I can actually always measure right here. I have it right here. And I'm gonna take 50 and see if we might have 75, or if we're at least hopefully moving closer to 75. Oh my God, Nima. Okay, let me dry that off. And let's see what it weighs. We've got 83. It didn't change at all. Okay, so back in the bucket. Back in the bucket. And this should weigh 0. Good. And now let's do another 5. So now we have an extra 10 milliliters of water in there. Mix, mix, mix. Now, probably it's not going to change if that one didn't change at all. That probably won't change much. Looks like I'm going to need a whole lot more. Okay, so come down here. That would be more comfortable on my body. Going for 50 here. Fill her up. Fill her up. Okay. And weigh it. 80. We went down. That's great. So now I'm going to add 10 more milliliters of water to this. So we'll go down to 30. So adding 10 more. That's a total of 20 milliliters of water added to the original. We're shooting for 75. Let's see here. Okay, I could have just tested it right there at 80. That might have been a good idea, but we missed it. So I might test it here if we're not at 75 yet. Okay. Okay. Oh, we're still pretty much 80. So yeah, let's test that. And we'll say that that is 1.6. 78, 79. So we'll say it's 1.59. 1.6. Okay, so I'm going to pause, label a test tile.